Hey guys, what's up? My name is Gabe, and this is Games with Gabe. This is the next tutorial in the Python for Absolute Beginner series. And so in this tutorial, I wanted to take a moment to pause and talk about semantics and syntax. These are two things that we use in natural languages every day, and you don't even think about it. But in programming, it becomes very important because it has very strict syntax, very strict semantics. Otherwise, your program will not work correctly. So before we continue, let's just discuss what these two things are real quick. So the syntax of a language is the structure of the language. So this is things like a period, a semicolon, a comma, quotations, anything that conveys the meaning through the use of punctuation or something like that in language, capitalization of specific names and everything. That's all the syntax. That's just the way that the language is composed. And then the semantics, this is the meaning you are trying to convey. So, for example, if you had two different sentences, the fox jumped over the log, okay, you're conveying a message that a fox jumped over the log. You could also say that red fox jumped over the log a few minutes ago. The message is still the same. You conveyed the same message. You just gave a little bit more detail. And so the same way in programming, you have different things, different semantics and that you're trying to convey. So if you want a program to do a specific thing, you want the semantics of the program, the meaning, to convey a certain message. And likewise, if you are trying to achieve that result, you're going to have to make sure that your syntax is correct. And so how does this translate to programming? So we know that the syntax is the structure of a natural language. We know the semantics is the meaning. Well, in programming, it's the same thing. So the semantics in a programming language are just things like making sure that you're using proper variable names. So if you make a variable all lowercase var, you can't try and reference it by saying capital AR. That's bad syntax. And the programming languages are very strict on this. If you have anything wrong with your syntax, it's going to throw an error and it's going to tell you to fix that. Okay, and so other things that are syntactical with programming language are things like semicolons as well. Keywords. So in Python, that would be something like if, string. These are things we'll get to in the future. I don't want to go into too much depth, but as we hit those, I'll highlight this is a keyword. This is important because this is part of the syntactical structure of the language. Okay, and then other parts of syntax of the language are just things like tabs in Python. If you have something indented one space, then everything must be indented that same space, or otherwise it will not work. So if you have some variable here, then the next variable here, these are all considered the same block, and we'll get into that a little bit more too. But I basically just want to convey, make sure that when I'm typing something on the screen, you are typing it exactly the same way, because otherwise it will not work, because the programming languages are very strict. They do give you some malleability with the way you form your meaning, but you have to follow the syntax pretty strictly. And so then what is the semantics, the meaning of the programming language? Well, if we translate this over to a programming language, this would just be different ways to say the same thing. And so, like I said, in English, you have two different ways that you can say the same sentence and convey the same meaning. Likewise, in programming, there are several ways to do one thing. You can declare a variable several different ways, and then you can also solve problems several different ways. It's sort of like mathematics too. So if I gave you a problem that said x equals 5 plus y, and I said to solve for y, well, you could do two things. You could say, let's subtract y over, and then this would be minus y plus x equals 5. Subtract x over, minus y equals 5 minus x. And then divide everything by -1, y equals x minus 5. That's probably not the best way to do this. The other way to do this is much simpler. You just say, oh, well, you could subtract 5 over y equals x minus 5. And so this is something that's also important in programming languages, because you'll have things like this where you can solve it this way. It's going to require a lot more steps, there might be a better way where you can solve it like this, but typically when you're programming something, I always go for solving it the most simple way, just finding something that works. This method works, so that's good. You could turn that in as a programming assignment and say, okay, this is my assignment, this is complete, and that's fine. You solved it, that's good. And then if it's causing difficulties with speed or anything like that, that's when you want to try and optimize and find a better solution, because then you might not have the most optimal solution. There might not be a more optimal solution too. This might be the best that you can get to. So these are just two big things in programming, the syntax and the semantics. And I just want you to be aware when I'm typing stuff, follow it exactly. Otherwise, it will throw an error and it will say that that's not correct. And then also, just remember that when I'm solving something a specific way, that doesn't mean that's the only way to solve it. There's several different ways to solve programming problems. And I think there's a lot of creativity in that. And that's something that we often forget in mathematics and programming, since they're logical and concise professions. But there is a lot of different ways to do these things. And I encourage you to try several different ways to do the same thing, just so that you learn all the different ways. Okay? So I hope that cleared some things up on semantics and syntax. And then in the next tutorial, we will be going over variable types. And so I'll see you guys then. Thanks. See ya.